What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with the beginner guitar tutorial for Afterglow by Ed Sheeran. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by Ed Sheeran that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing you want to know to play Afterglow on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this song as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 4th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing you want to know to play Afterglow on guitar is the structure of this song. We're going to start with a verse, then go to chorus, then we're going to have another verse and another chorus to take us out of the song. And the last thing that you want to know before we dive into Afterglow is the 4 chords that you need to play this song. The first one is G. The next one is C add 9. The next one is E minor 7. And the last one is D. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And guys, with all that in mind, let's dive into Afterglow. Man, I have been waiting on a new Ed Sheeran song like this one for such a long time. It feels like we haven't gotten one of these just good acoustic love type of songs from Ed Sheeran in quite a while, and I'm just stoked for this one. I love this. This is the kind of song that I can see a lot of beginner guitarists or people who are wanting to be beginner guitarists starting out with on guitar. So I'm really excited to share this one with you guys because I know a lot of people are stoked to learn this one. So with that in mind, this is a pretty easy song. All we're gonna have is 2 different chord progressions and then 1 strum pattern that's gonna repeat through the whole entire song. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated here, all stuff that anybody who's just starting out on guitar could get down absolutely no problem. So the first thing we're gonna take a look at is what we're playing for our verses. For our verses, we're gonna have 1 chord progression and 1 strum pattern to go along with it. So first, let's take a look at our chord progression. Our chord progression for our verses is gonna be G, C add 9, D, E minor 7, and then back to C add 9. And you'll notice that a couple of those chords there have stars next to them, and the reason for that is because certain chords in this progression, the starred chords, we're going to be playing for a half measure. That may sound intimidating, but I promise it's a lot easier than it sounds. We'll get to that in just a second. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what we're doing for our strum pattern for each chord. We're going to use our G chord as our example here, because that's the first chord of the progression, and we're going to strum for each chord down, 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 up. Just about like that, but a little faster. So closer to full speed, down, 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 up. And we're gonna do that twice for all of the non-starred chords. And then for all of the starred chords, we're just gonna do that once. Just like that. That's all half a measure means in this song is we're just playing through that strum pattern once for the starred chords and twice for all of the non-starred chords. And then one more quick note about this strum pattern. You'll notice that some of those down strums are actually smaller than the other ones. That may be a little bit confusing, but all that really means is that those strums are going to be a little bit less pronounced than the full-sized strums. So what I mean by that, again with our G chord as our example, we're going to start out with a big down strum. And then our second down strum is one of those kind of smaller ones. And that one, we're just gonna kind of do a soft down strum. And then for the third down strum, we're gonna have another big down strum. And then our 4th down strum is another small one. And then we have that big down, down, up, which will be full out, about like that. So again, we'll go down, 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 up. Just about like that. All those small down strums are meant to represent is just strums that you don't strum quite as hard as all of the other ones. They're just a little bit less pronounced. So with that in mind, guys, a little walkthrough of what that whole progression is going to look like with those strum patterns is about like this. Start with our G chord. That's a non-starred chord, so we're going to go down, 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 up. And then to our C add 9, which is another non-starred chord, so down, 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 up. Then on to D, which is our first starred chord. So we'll only play through the progression once on that, or the strum pattern once on that one. So we'll go down, 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 up. And then on to E minor 7, which is also a starred chord. So again, once through that strum pattern, down, 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 up. And then onto that last C add 9, which is non-starred. So we'll get twice through that strum pattern. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Just about like that, and that is going to repeat through all of the verses, guys. Nothing too crazy here, all beginner chords and a pretty beginner strum pattern to go along with it. So, a couple of times through that verse chord progression and strum pattern, full speed, without me talking, will look about like this. And from there, guys, the only other thing you know to play Afterglow on guitar is what we're playing for our choruses. Now, our choruses are going to look pretty similar to what we were playing for our verses. We're just going to change up our chord progression a little bit. So for our chord progression for our choruses, we're going to play C add 9, G, and D. And again, same thing here. You'll notice that some of those chords are starred, and that means the same exact thing that it did in the verse. So for all of our non-starred chords, we're going to play through that same strum pattern that we used for our verses 2 times. And then for all of our starred chords, we're going to play through that same strum pattern 1 time. So same exact thing here as the verse for strum pattern. All we're going to be doing is changing up the chord progression we're using for our chorus. So a little walkthrough of what that'll look like. Again, we'll start with our C add 9. We're going to go down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And then to our G, which is a starred chord, so once through the progression, down, 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 up. And then to the D, so again, it's starred chord, once through that strum pattern, down, 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 up. Just like that. And that is going to repeat all the way through our choruses. Exactly like that, guys. Nothing too crazy or complicated here. All we're doing is switching up that chord progression. So one more time, little walk through that without those spaces in there. Again, start with that C add 9, down, 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 down. Just like that, repeated through all of our choruses. So guys, a couple of times through that chorus chord progression with that chorus strum pattern as well, or that same strum pattern we're using for the whole song, will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Afterglow on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 800 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see where I'm traveling right now, what songs I'm jamming on, or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. And lastly, guys, if you want to support the channel and get your name in the credits at the end of each new guitar tutorial, you can hit up my Patreon at patreon.com/thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, Afterglow is such a beautiful song. It's a great acoustic guitar song, and it's a great song for beginners to start with. The 4 chords that we use in this song are pretty much the first 4 chords that I teach anybody on guitar, and most guitarists kind of learn first. And then the strum pattern to go along with these chords for both of those progressions is not too terribly difficult. It's definitely a beginner-friendly strum pattern, and it's a lot of fun to play, and it's just such a beautiful song. I think a lot of us, I know I have, but I think a lot of us have been hoping for kind of some more of these acoustic-y love song type of vibes from Ed Sheeran for a while. And the last album that he did was cool. It was very different and experimental, but I think that this, if it's any indicator of the things that he's coming to and coming back to, and that sound of that kind of cool acoustic driven, beautiful love song kind of vibe that he is known for, I'm stoked because I just love that kind of sound. I love his first couple of albums that he did because they're just, they're really just like modern day acoustic guitar iconic songs. And it's really, really groovy because you don't hear a lot of pop music that's heavily acoustic guitar driven anymore. And I feel like he's one of the only people that really drives that kind of pop music acoustic guitar thing. And I dig it. I'm just so stoked about it. And I hope that this song is an indicator of more of that kind of music coming from him. So beautiful song, guys. Very beginner friendly and a lot of fun to play. I had a blast learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well, and hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.